Hey, my name is Joe Tunstall. We get a lot of calls on a regular basis from folks who've been involved in automobile collisions with big trucks, also called 18-wheelers or commercial vehicles. And I've been speaking for a number of years on how to use technology in trucking cases. I'm going to spend just a few minutes on this today for a couple of reasons. One, I seriously doubt that a lot of you want to know the super in-depth part of it, but let me explain what the difference is. The difference between being involved in a wreck where the person who hits you is just a regular old automobile and being hit by a commercial truck is the difference between this group of safety regulations here, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Regulations Handbook, right? All these rules that people who drive commercial vehicles have to follow versus a regular automobile person going up and down the road. And it's a big difference. And much like you don't want a surgeon who never graduated from medical school operating on you, you don't want somebody driving a big 18-wheeler who doesn't understand these safety regulations. And specifically, not just the 18-wheeler himself, but also the carrier for it. And the number one piece we use technology for is because there's usually enough coverage that allows us to do a really, really good job. It's why you want us involved early. We know we can invest in our cases. We know that we can get the black box information. We know that all the damages are really bad, usually because you've got a big impact, and it's the kind that we can use demonstratives to explain, right? And the different types of technology, there's all different kinds of stuff we can use. We can use different types of photography and aerial photography and black box information and animations, video and photos and Google Earth, and really dig into these cases and make sure we're handling them correctly. And I think that is a big difference in the normal case that we get where there may be $30,000 in coverage, which isn't even going to cover our client's initial visit to the emergency room, versus one of these cases where there's more coverage so we can do more things the right way. And when we do more things the right way, we get out there early, we do the investigation, we get all these aerial photography and black box, and we can put our animations together, and we can show what they've been through using the animations in the YouTube, right? So we always want to get these aerial photographs as early as possible, and you can't do that if you get called 3 years after the wreck, right? We always want to come through and get it. We also want to get these photos ASAP. You can get short animations done from those photographs. You can always use those measurements later, and it prevents locations which change a little bit from getting away from you. You want to get out there as early as possible, and we can use these short animations to be really impactful. We want to, this is a highway patrol animation, but again, you want to use as many of these things as you can. It allows us to come in and spend more money on complex regional pain syndrome to show, these animations for what people go through. You can show the different types of medical issues and problems that people have as a result of these kind of cases. So again, we're able to do more with these kind of cases. And then there's the TBI issue. And anytime we have a trucking case, we've got problems with people's brains being moved around and pushed around, and we're able to go in and do what we need to do to make sure that the gray matter in the front part of these people's brains gets looked at and made sure they're correct, right? So that everything that we can do to get all the damages taken care of for these folks who've been severely injured as a result of their wrecks are handled correctly. So again, why do you hire an attorney in a trucking case? We hire an attorney in a trucking case because we can do more in this case than we can in other cases. If there's only $30,000 involved, and I don't, just tell them the truth, I can't spend $20,000 and get you $1 million verdict in a case where there's only $30,000 to pay out. But in a case where I can spend the money, do it the right way, get my experts out there on day one, a lot of times we don't have to file a lawsuit. Why? Because we've done all this work. I can send all this stuff directly to the adjuster. We can get this done early, and you don't even have to deal with a trial that we would otherwise, right? We end up with all these different kinds of animations and different pieces that show what people go through as a result of these collisions. You know, this is these are injections that people are having as a result of their injuries, and we put all these animations together so that we can show what people go through as a result of these serious collisions. So whenever you've got a commercial vehicle wreck, you get hit by an 18-wheeler, you get hit by a log truck, you get hit by any kind of large commercial vehicle, give us a call. Let us do all the right things so that we give you the best overall result that you can possibly get. It's not that we want to put all this money into every one of our cases. We don't, but we want to put them into the cases where it makes a difference, where we can show you what you've been through. I mean, this is an epidural steroid injection. We're showing exactly what it looks like to the adjuster and to the jury. You know, we're showing that you know, this is one of those things where the doctor's saying, don't move. You know, I don't want to paralyze you. I've got stuff in your spine. And they're putting in contrast so that their x-ray can come in and take a picture of where things are. This is the type of thing we put together for big cases. And it's the type of thing we'd like to put together for every case, we just can't. So the cases we can put the stuff together for, we do. And anytime you've been hit by a commercial motor vehicle, we can put this type of case together and give you the best opportunity for the best result. So again, this is Joe Tunstall. This is why in these larger cases you should always hire an attorney so that we can come in and do everything the right way, show the adjuster and the jury what's going on, and get you the best result we possibly can. If you've been hit by on I-95, on 64, 264, on 85 in North Carolina by a commercial truck, give us a call. Again, Joe Tunstall at O'Malley Tunstall. Thank you.